Hello everyone. Today we have with us Advocate Sumit Chandar sir. Sumit Chandar sir is a practicing advocate at the Supreme Court of India and various other forums. Thank you so much sir for coming to our show.
Thank you, Amit, for inviting me over.
Sir, my first question to you is आपने 2002 में अपना enrollment कराया था. उसके बाद लगभग 22 years आपको practice में हो गए हैं. आपका ये experience कैसा रहा?
बहुत ही interesting journey and I'm very fortunate कि destiny brought me to a position where I became a lawyer. My mother is a lawyer, so I'm second generation, and civil litigation is been a very passionate journey, and I'm really enjoying this journey.
Thank you so much sir. Sir, my next question to you is आपने जब practice start करी थी 2002 में, उस समय 3 major field थी law में, litigation, judiciary and corporate. आपने कैसे decide किया कि आपको litigation करना है, specifically आपको civil litigation करना है?
So जब मैंने practice start करी थी, of course judiciary and corporate तो तब भी थे, आज भी थे. Litigation in particular, because my mother was already in the field of litigation and civil litigation, so I, of course, natural tendency was कि मैं भी उनके नक्शे कदम पर चल के सिविल लिटिगेशन में आ गया. अब सिविल लिटिगेशन इनफैक्ट अगर मैं देखा जाए लिटिगेशन एट दैट टाइम हमेशा से दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइडेड था, सिविल एंड क्रिमिनल ब्रॉडली, जिसे हम कहते थे दीवानी और फौजदारी. Of course, over a period of time मैंने ये देखा है कि it has now evolved further into various branches. जैसे अब सिविल लिटिगेशन में आपके स्पेशलाइज्ड लॉयर्स मिलेंगे आपको जो सिर्फ आईपीआर के प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, या कॉर्पोरेट ऑल्सो इन कॉर्पोरेट लिटिगेशन भी आता है. सो कॉर्पोरेट माइट बी वन इज ओनली इन द नॉन लिटिगेशन फील्ड, एंड लिटिगेशन में अपने बियॉन्ड मर्जर्स एक्विजिशन जहाँ पे आपको कोर्ट में केसेस करने पड़ते हैं कंपनीज के, सो कॉर्पोरेट लिटिगेशन. सो lot of fields have further branches have evolved. Criminal law again further specializations have evolved with respect to ED, customs, and so times have changed, specializations have arisen, and today I think because of specialization there is more scope for the younger lawyers to again enter into a particular field of litigation, specialized field of litigation, and grow faster.
थैंक यू सर. सो माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज
Yes.
बहुत सारे नॉन लॉ बैकग्राउंड के जो लोग हैं या बहुत सारे लॉ स्टूडेंट हैं, उनको लगता है कि लॉ करने से पावर, रिस्पेक्ट एंड मनी ये तीनों चीजें मिलती हैं. तो ये बात कहां तक सच है?
पावर, रिस्पेक्ट और मनी, ये तीनों चीजें जो हैं आपको नॉट ओनली लॉ, एवरी फील्ड विल गिव यू प्रोवाइडेड यू आर सिंसियरली वर्किंग टुवर्ड्स इट. कोई भी काम आप करें एंड इफ यू आर पैशनेट अबाउट इट and you have dedicatedly given your time and energy to it, power, money and respect will come to you. ये कहना कि सिर्फ लॉ में ही ऐसा मिलेगा ये गलत है, हर फील्ड में मिल सकता है. सो योर ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ ज्वाइनिंग द प्रोफेशन शुड नॉट बी कि मेरे को पावर, रिस्पेक्ट और मनी इस फील्ड से मिलेगी. हर फील्ड में मिलती है, इसमें भी मिलेगी. ऑफ कोर्स एज अ लॉयर यू आर अगेन in one of the what I call the three pillars of the constitution, and which is of course your legislature, the judiciary and the executive. So as a lawyer you become one of the pillars of the constitution, a very important role, and then you uphold that constitution. So your responsibility also increases. So it's not just name, power, money, respect. It is also a huge responsibility not only towards the citizens of the country but basically to protect and uphold the constitution.
Sir, my next question to you is there are many law students who are confused कि उन्हें ग्रेजुएशन के बाद किस फील्ड में जाना चाहिए, बिकॉज नाउ देयर आर सो मेनी फील्ड एज यू मेंशन्ड. सो दे आर बेसिकली कंफ्यूज्ड, and the main reason they don't want to come into litigation is because they think that litigation is a very low paying profession, and gradually they go and start preparing for judiciary. तो इसके बारे में आपका क्या कहना है?
It's a very interesting question you have asked, Amit. Yes, you are right. Litigation में पैसे initially बहुत कम मिलते हैं, but don't forget, in litigation, at a certain stage in life, money coming to you, sky is the limit. Whatever you demand, if you're good at it, There are lawyers who have been charging even today, who charge 24, 25 lakhs per hearing. They are the top lawyers of the country, and people are ready to pay. So every time a senior advocate of that stature, and there are many, who enter the courtroom and come out after an argument, 25 lakh rupees, and they at least enter the courtroom about 10 times a day. So imagine the in crores they earn per day. वो भी litigation है. So to say कि litigation में पैसा नहीं है, I think it's not purely correct. Litigation में in fact unlimited, provided you are able to reach that stage. Of course, initially when people join, so you don't get much money as compared to your peers जिन्होंने corporate join कर लिया या judiciary join कर लिया, firm join कर लिया. So काफी सालों तक वो struggle रहता है litigation. बट अगर आपने वो स्टेज क्रॉस कर ली अपनी मेहनत से, डेडिकेशन से, तो आपके वो स्टेज में भी पहुंचोगे जब आपके पियर्स ग्रो करेंगे, बट उस लिमिट से, उस स्पीड से, उस लेवल से नहीं कर पाएंगे. इट्स लाइक देयर इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ द बैम्बू प्लांट, जिसको आप वाटर करते रहो कई सालों तक, it does not grow at all, and then suddenly that time comes when within a period of few weeks or months it shoots up and grows huge as compared to any other tree. So litigation is something like a bamboo plant, I would say.
सर बहुत सारे फर्स्ट जनरेशन एडवोकेट्स हैं जिनको लिटिगेशन में प्रॉब्लम रहती है इनिशियली, एंड जिसकी वजह से वो लिटिगेशन छोड़ देते हैं. बट इसके बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे, और अगर उनको अपनी इंडिपेंडेंट प्रैक्टिस सेट करनी है तो वो कैसे कर सकते हैं?
सर्वाइवल ऑफ द फिटेस्ट, एंड वो सिर्फ लिटिगेशन में नहीं, हर प्रोफेशन में. बट लिटिगेशन में ऑफ कोर्स स्ट्रगल इज स्लाइटली मच मोर स्ट्रगल एज कंपेयर टू अदर फील्ड्स. बट लिटिगेशन लाइक आई सेड इज ऑल्सो द फील्ड जहां पे अगर आपने स्ट्रगल कर लिया, आपने वो डेडिकेशन से आपने मेहनत कर ली, तो लिटिगेशन आपको बहुत आगे तक लेकर जाएगी. बट टू सर्वाइव, टू बिगिन योर इंडिपेंडेंट प्रैक्टिस, it takes time. It takes time because one, you understand what is required in the court. You have to study a lot. You have to draft a lot. So लिखाई और पढ़ाई दो काम जो है, अगर आप कितने भी स्पीड से कर लो, आपको काफी टाइम लगेगा उसमें एक लेवल अचीव करने का. एक चीज मैं हमेशा कहता हूं सबको, और मेरा ये मानना है कि litigation is not a work, it is a habit which you inculcate in yourself. Litigation is something which has to become part of your life. For that to happen, to develop a habit, it takes time. It is not just a skill that you learn, but a habit that you inculcate. That is why it takes time.
सर जितने लॉयर्स बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, आपको लगता है उतने क्लाइंट्स भी हैं मार्केट में?
Unfortunately, litigation is a perennial profession or perennial work. Why? Because, like I said, unfortunately, and I'll clarify that why I say unfortunately, is because the sad part is litigation arises out of disputes. We live in a world of disputes over the centuries. It's not today. आप महाभारत या रामायण के टाइम से भी देख लो, disputes have always been there, and it has continued today. It's only increased. And it will continue to increase with time. The nature of those disputes might change. So lawyers will always remain very, very relevant in the society, no matter what generation and what era it is.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. सर जब आपने प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट करी थी उस समय मीडिएशन के नए लॉज आए थे, एंड आर्बिट्रेशन भी कई साल से चलता चला आ रहा है, लेकिन अब आर्बिट्रेशन का स्कोप बढ़ा है. आपको क्या लगता है कि फ्यूचर में मीडिएशन और आर्बिट्रेशन का स्कोप कैसे रहने वाला है?
Arbitration and mediations, and we call them the alternate dispute resolution mechanisms. ये evolved over a period of time. This was not from the very beginning. And they also involved, and rightly so, like what I answered in the last question, it has evolved because the litigation kept increasing. Courts started getting burdened. One way was to keep increasing the number of judges in the courts, जो कि किया है government ने. But there is a limit, and because infrastructure is limited, the concept across the world came up was the evolving of the alternate dispute resolution mechanisms, of which arbitration and mediation form a part. So the scope of arbitration and mediation will only grow with time, because courts are also encouraging that whenever a litigation comes, it should first, people should try and resolve it through the ADR mechanisms. The new laws which are coming up, say for example the Commercial Courts Act, they make mediation compulsory before even filing of the case. So that is why there is no dearth of litigation, and in fact there is no dearth now, which is upcoming field, is your alternate dispute resolution mechanisms, which is arbitration and mediation.
Sir, arbitration is a fast process,
Mhm.
but it is a very expensive process. इसके बारे में क्या कहेंगे आप?
Arbitration is a fast process for sure. It is expensive in certain type of matters or certain type of arbitration cases where the issue or the dispute or the claim involved is of extremely high nature, where arbitrators, people prefer that they appoint 3 arbitrators, where the arbitrator decides its own fee. Nothing wrong, that has been a trend. But that is also the reason where for the smaller matters, and courts have also considered this, Supreme Court in several cases have laid down the law that arbitrators should be reasonable while charging their fee. And so far as smaller claims are concerned, there is always a fourth schedule. So if at all somebody is not satisfied with the arbitrator's fee, you can always request that the fee be for the arbitrator be decided as per the fourth schedule. Then your fee becomes reasonable.
सर, बहुत सारे केसेस में मैंने देखा है कि जो पार्टी होती है वो खुद अपीयर करती है और आर्ग्यू करती है अपने केस में। तो अगर वो खुद अपीयर होके आर्ग्यू कर सकते हैं तो उन्हें एडवोकेट की क्या नीड है?
You're right. You can. हमारा it's a democracy and judiciary does allow कि अगर कोई independently, individually खुद अपना केस लड़ना चाहे, by all means पूरा right है, पूरा हक है हर किसी को अपना केस खुद लड़ने का। प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पे आती है कि जब, एंड ये हमने देखा है कई बार, जब इंडिपेंडेंटली कोई अपेयर हो रहा होता है लिटिगेंट, सो लिटिगेंट अपना जो केस है वो बहुत इमोशनली लड़ता है, ही गेट्स इन्वॉल्व्ड इन द केस। तो अगर कोर्ट उससे कुछ सवाल पूछती है, प्लीडिंग्स में उसने कुछ डाला या नहीं डाला, क्या मिस हो गया, वो बिकॉज लाइक आई सेड, टू बी एबल टू आंसर द जज यू हैव टू गो बियॉन्ड योर इमोशंस एंड एक्सप्लेन टू द कोर्ट कि आपका केस किन डॉक्यूमेंट्स, किस एविडेंस की वजह से बन रहा है। वो कोर्ट को एक्सप्लेन करना फॉर अ लिटिगेंट बिकम स्लाइटली डिफिकल्ट, बिकॉज वो अपनी बात बताते बताते वो बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें बोल देता है जो उसके इमोशंस के पार्ट होते हैं बट डॉक्यूमेंट्स के पार्ट नहीं होते। उस प्रॉब्लम की वजह से फैक्ट्स कोर्ट के नोटिस में नहीं आते, उसको रिलीफ नहीं मिल पाता। तो इट्स ऑलवेज एडवाइजेबल, अगर कोई lawyer who represents him, he will go through the documents, he will speak what is relevant to the case. So आपको जो रिलीफ है वो मोर कंफर्टेबली मिल जाएगा, जज के आंसर्स ठीक से आप दे पाएंगे, एंड जितने भी इमोशनल पार्ट्स हैं विच आर नॉट फॉर्मिंग पार्ट ऑफ द डॉक्यूमेंट, वो उसको फिल्टर आउट करके आपके केस को प्रॉपर्ली रिप्रेजेंट कर पाएगा। तो इसलिए यू आर राइट, लिटिगेंट्स हैव द प्रिविलेज एंड द राइट कि वो खुद अपियर हो सके, बट इट इज नॉट एडवाइजेबल बिकॉज वो प्रॉपर्ली रिप्रेजेंट नहीं कर पाएंगे।
सर, लास्ट में अगर आप हमें कोई इंटरेस्टिंग केसेस के बारे में बताना चाहें तो?
बहुत केसेस हैं अमित, बहुत सारे केसेस ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ 22 years आई हैव कम अक्रॉस, जिसमें व्हिच हैव लेफ्ट अ मार्क ऑन मी। एंड इंटरेस्टिंगली ये केसेस वो हैं जिसमें आपको फीस शायद से मिली ही नहीं है या बहुत कम मिली है। I'll give you an example. Like I told you, law is about passion. And when I think initial stages of my practice, somewhere mid of it, जब ये litigations बढ़ते जा रहे थे, so I filed a RTI finding out कि क्यों ये problems आ रही हैं। And उस RTI में पता चला that there were these fast track courts and things which were made. But वो fast track court suddenly disappear हो गई। क्यों डिसअपियर हुए, उसको पता लगाने के लिए आरटीआई फाइल करी। जब आरटीआई फाइल करी तो पता चला कि जी government said we will give an approval and sanction for setting up fast track courts for a contractual period of 1 year. The judiciary on the administrative side said that listen, if you're appointing fast track court judges for fast track courts, nobody will join on a contractual basis for 1 year. It's a totally dedicated job and it comes with a lot of staff, so you have to make it permanent. And this interaction to and fro continued between the government and the courts. It was only then I chose to file a PIL, and in PIL the notice was issued to the government. And finally it was agreed that see, this is where the problem is coming in. Government agreed to ensure permanent courts because we are anyways looking forward to more courts and we are handicapped because of it. So 40 new courts, partly the fast track courts and the commercial courts, which got 40 new courts in total established in Delhi because of me on that PIL.
Oh, sir.
That's a memorable experience. So these are the kind of cases, like I said, when you become a lawyer, you're not just doing there, of course, you're protecting the individual rights of citizens, but overall, you can do so much for the country, provided you are not taking this profession just for money, but for the passion behind it. That's one of the matters.
Sir, any more case which has created impact on your life?
Many, like I said, Amit, I mean, I thought one would be enough. But if you want one more, I think another case, what I would like to mention, which I really felt was sweet. Of course, it was not a PIL, unlike my previous case. इसमें क्या हुआ था? I was traveling to Chandigarh for a matter, and on the way at the railway ticketing counter, I was not getting the Shatabdi ticket, so there was this lady who helped me there at the ticketing counter, and then she said she wants to discuss one of her personal matters with me. So she came to me. I said, after I come back from Chandigarh, you can, after a day or two, you can meet me in my office. So she came to the office along with her husband and her son. तो उन्होंने कहा कि there was some debit note issued by the railways against her, and for which she challenged that debit note before the Central Administrative Tribunal. The debit note arose out of certain alleged misuse of 4 tickets. She says there is, on RTI, she came across the photocopy of those tickets, so those tickets are in existence. So how can they say there was a misuse? Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the case was not represented, or she didn't have the photocopy of these tickets at an earlier stage. So CAT, rightly so, passed an order against her. Now, when she was telling this case to me, I found that the case is strong. And obviously, these documents were not available today. So, if I challenge it in appeal, I'll be able to show to the court that debit note जिन 4 tickets के लिए मिला है, वो 4 tickets तो already record पे है ही, which is cancelled tickets and cannot be misused. I was very sure of this case, but the husband and the son of this lady, उन्होंने कहा सर ये पता नहीं कहाँ पे वकीलों के चक्रों में पड़ी, कोर्ट के चक्रों में पड़ी हुई है. रेलवेज इतनी बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, हम छोटे गरीब लोग रेलवेज के अगेंस्ट कैसे केस लड़ेंगे? एंड आई टुक दैट केस. आई सेड कि लिसन, आपको कोई पैसे मैं नहीं मांग रहा हूं, ये केस स्ट्रांग बनता है, इनको विश्वास है हमारे जुडिशियल सिस्टम पे, उस विश्वास को रिस्टोर करने के लिए मुझे ये केस लड़ने दीजिए. आपको ना कोर्ट आने की जरूरत है, ना आपको कोई पैसे देने की जरूरत है, आप अपने बस साइन कर दीजिएगा कागज जब मैं तैयार कर लूं, एंड उसके बाद मेरे ऊपर छोड़ दीजिए. उस विश्वास के ऊपर this lady signed the appeal. I prepared the appeal. It was a writ basically. Filed it in the High Court, and as expected, the High Court issued notice and stayed the order of the Central Administrative Tribunal. जब मैं बाहर आया out of the courtroom after the arguments, Amit, this lady was standing outside. She also came outside, and she gave me that look of teary eyes with a smile, as if giving so many blessings that I don't know what I have achieved for her. That is the kind of impact as a lawyer जो आप clients के ऊपर कर सकते हैं. And equally, these are the cases जो आपको impact कर जाती हैं and makes you feel proud that you came into litigation.
Thank you so much, sir, for coming to our show.
Thank you, Amit, for inviting, and it's a great initiative that you've taken. I understand that you intend to call a lot of seniors for this podcast, a lot of good lawyers to inspire the youngsters, the young lawyers, the younger generation. And I think this was required. And I would totally recommend all the young lawyers and everybody, I think, to see this, to hear the experiences of lawyers who've been in this profession for some time. And it's pretty inspiring. I wish I had something like this to see when I was young. And I really wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir.
And thank you so much for inviting me to this first podcast of yours. So God bless you. Wish you all the best, and may you really help a lot to these young lawyers by inspiring them through your podcast.